Welcome to Indianapolis, Washington High School, home of the Continentals, along with my broadcast partner, Bill Ludlow. My name is Joey Lindstrom. Tonight, the Washington Continentals play host to the Golden Eagles, who come into this game 14-3 on the season. The Continentals are 7-9 themselves in the Greater Indianapolis Conference. They come into this game winners of their previous game against IndianaSRN on February 8th, where they won 72-62. They shot the ball efficiently at 57% and gave the Achaeans all they could handle on the defensive side as well. Coach Damon Lee, 7-9 in his first year here at George Washington, took over last year, and he's 9-11 in his career overall. Coach Lee and company come into tonight's game ready to upset the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic. Isaac Liggins, Antoine Hearns, and Latrivian Enright are a wrecking crew on the boards and can turn steals into points, Bill.
Yeah, we talked about this before we went on the air tonight, Joey, and, they create the turnovers. But then when they get the ball down low, they seem to come up a little bit short.
That they do. They have had a lot of trouble in transition, and that is something that Coach Lee has addressed. And in their last game against Heron the other night, but they actually were able to convert on a lot of those opportunities.
Yeah, and you go into the big guy, you already talked about him, go down, to the big guy and let him do his thing down there. And against a decent Heron ball club, he just showed them how to play basketball the other night. He
did. Latrivian Enright had an excellent night shooting the basketball, and also he just uses his size very well. And I think that's kind of the story with this Washington team, is that they have athletes all across the board.
Yes, they do. They do, and they like to get the ball. They are a very athletic ball club, but again, they've got to learn. And this is a very young ball club too, because I think there's only maybe 3-4 seniors on this ball club of the Continentals.
Right.
And so, you've got a young ball club. You're going to have some growing pains as you go throughout the year, and Coach Lee has seen that. But if you can learn from your mistakes and build on that, especially when sectional time gets around, then maybe they'll be able to, make some noise in the sectional.
And that sectional time fast approaching, just 4 games left on the year. This one, the first of 4. They go Guerin Catholic, then on February 19th, after a little break, play Indianapolis Addicts, then play Victory College Prep, and then finish out against Indiana Math and Science Academies. So they're standing at 3rd place in their sectional right now, sectional 27, and it's a good spot. They have a ripe chance to make some noise. You're right. On the opposite side, with Guerin Catholic coming off a strong win against Shortridge the other night, Guerin faces this Washington squad that knows not to give up until the clock hits 0.
Right.
And Coach Bobby Allen knows that too. And in his 3rd year with Guerin, record of 42-22, 98-96 in his 9th year of head coaching overall. I think he just eclipsed that 500 mark as well.
Yeah, and what Bobby Allen has done when he took over, and I believe he took over for the legendary Pete Smith, who coached at Guerin for many years. I won a couple of state tournaments down there. So, the foundation was laid basically when Bobby came in, and, now he's got the ball players, and the Edwards kid, Babilia, the Grissom kid and Gillis. And then they got the young kid that's coming on board all of a sudden in number 24 in Jack Cherry.
Yeah, they have a stacked room of guys. And you mentioned, just to touch Caleb Edwards, 17.5 points per game. Joseph Babilia, 16.5 points per game. Those guys carry most of the weight of the points, and they have a whole other cast of characters that you just mentioned. Matthew Gillis with over 11 points a game. Jack Cherry, the young freshman, doesn't contribute too much on the scoreboard, but you can feel him during the game.
Right. And I've seen them. This will be my 3rd time I've seen Guerin this year. And the other kid is the Etchinson kid, number 10. He doesn't score a lot of points, but just being on the floor and creating things to make things happen. If you're Coach Allen, you got to love a kid like Gillis. Etchison, I'm sorry.
Etchison, right. This is exactly the type of game that Guerin needs to watch out for. However, this is what they would call a trap game because Washington is ready to go.
Yeah. Washington, they know what they've got by having Guerin coming in here. And I think Coach Lee is going to have his team ready for this Guerin ball club.
Washington hasn't had as many winning teams come through. They haven't played host to too many winning teams this year. That they have, Guerin has this sort of edge about them.
Right.
And they're coming into their house now.
Yeah, Coach Bobby Allen is definitely going to have them ready to go tonight. And for Washington, it's kind of, again, we've kind of hit on a little bit, kind of been a roller coaster ride for them this year.
We'll step away from the national anthem. You are watching Continental Basketball, powered by IndianaSRN.
It's a brotherhood. It's a fraternity. It's a.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on IndianaSRN. If you would like to know more information about IndianaSRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back to Washington High School. Along with my broadcast partner, Bill Ludlow. I'm Joey Lindstrom. Bill, we're getting ready for tip. What are some keys to the game for both squads?
If you're Guerin Catholic, you've got the senior leadership. Rely on that. Go after the 50-50 balls. Limit turnovers and getting people in foul trouble. On the other side, Washington Continentals, we've talked about it. You get that ball down into the paint, you've got to finish if you're going to upset this Guerin Catholic ball club and create those turnovers that you know you can do. And again, you have to go after the 50-50 balls. The winner of that and limit your turnovers.
Coach Damon Lee, 7-9 in his first year. His squad is inching closer and closer to that 500 mark, third in their sectional standings at this moment in time. 4 games to go left on the year. This win would be huge for the Continentals.
And you know who it'll also be huge for is the alumni from Washington High School. We know the history at Washington High School, the Bill Greens, George McGinnis's, the Billy Kellers, these guys, they're going to love this if they can upset this Guerin Catholic Ball Club.
The huge alumni following, I'm sure if they're watching tonight, they're ready to go for their Continentals. On the opposite side, Guerin Catholic, 14-3 entering this game this evening. They also have 4 games left to go. They will, after the Washington game tonight, they'll play Indianapolis Roncalli, and then they'll play Bishop Chatard and finish the season with Anderson on the 23rd.
And what a way to finish, because you're playing Anderson, a 4A squad, you're a 3A squad. What a way to get you warmed up for the sectionals.
Absolutely. We're ready for tip here at Washington High School. Isaac Liggins against Caleb Edwards. Getting ready to go. Ball goes to Washington to begin.
The Liggins kid is tall and lanky.
And he knows how to make some explosive plays early. That's Travis Balance on his first points of the evening, and the first for Washington. They're on the board early.
And what a move Balance did there. Kind of got a little screen there from Liggins.
This is Joseph Babilia. Down into Gillis. Strong finish doesn't go, but the ball will go to the Continentals.
So you're 0 for 1 right now, and you're shooting 56% from the field if you're Guerin Catholic. You again, seize that opportunity, you get down there.
Travian Enright, we talked about him at the beginning of the show, using his size to his advantage. See how he matchups with Matthew Gillis. Turnover headed Guerin Catholic's way now.
So that's one turnover, and like we talked about it, you limit these turnovers, you can win this ball game.
Down into Gillis in the post. Bobilia for three, and he sinks it.
Nothing but net, and the young man is like 40%, or no, he's like 38% from three-point line.
Guerin now in transition. Nice save from Jack Cherry. You feel his presence on the court. Bobilia is going to try his hand again, and he's got it. 2 in a row for Joseph Bobilia.
And they found him in the corner, and Washington kind of went to sleep maybe a little bit, lost where Bobilia was at.
Bobilia's season high on the year came against Newcastle, where he scored 34. So he definitely knows how to handle the basketball. This is Hearns. Liggins with the rebound. Washington feeling out this Guerin Catholic defense early. Travis Balance down into Enright. Goes up strong, finish. Latravian Enright on the board for the Continentals. Grissom back out to Gillis. Now Guerin moving off ball screens. Bobilia again for three. This one doesn't go. Hearns with a nice behind the back dribble up to Liggins. Nice finish.
Got down there, found the man, made a great pass.
6-6 so far. Just about halfway through the first quarter. Washington not slowing down at all for this Guerin Catholic squad. Foul that will send the line. Will send Caleb Edwards to the line. We'll get to see that three again from Bobilia, Bill.
And you know what? He got just enough separation and got just behind that three-point line and able to make it.
Caleb Edwards sinks his first one. He's a 73% free throw shooter on the year. Pretty good odds from the line. He's on his way to school next year. Not sure where he's headed yet. Getting some D2 and D3 looks as he sinks the second one.
If you're going to have a free throw shooter, I'd want Caleb Edwards up there. A nice, smooth, left-handed free throw shooter.
Here's Hickenbottom. Hearns, we've seen him shoot the three ball a few times. He checks down to Enright inside.
Oh, nice move.
Latravian Enright using his size to his advantage. Bobilia driving. A little bit of an awkward shot. Liggins gets the rebound.
Kind of too far under the basket, I think.
Hickenbottom is no good. Liggins with the rebound. Again. Heads back out to Washington. This is Balance.
Travel.
And they'll get him a travel in the lane.
And again, we just saw, what on those moves there, how they're just coming up short. If they can finish, they'd have a better. I mean, the 7-9, not bad record, but if you hit those shots, you might be undefeated this year.
Guerin Catholic setting up offense. Down to Gillis. Gillis with a nice finish. Matthew Gillis comes into this game averaging 11.2 points per game, 7.5 rebounds to his credit. Here's Isaac Liggins. Hearns the shot. Rebound by Bobilia. Bobilia out to Grissom. Bobilia shoots a three. He's got another one.
Oh, man.
3 3-pointers for Joseph Babilia.
And the young man kind of reminds me of a guy we talked about from Washington years ago, Billy Keller.
Oh.
He's just got that size and the way he shoots that ball.
I'm sure he'd be happy with the praise. Here's Balance. The early bucket to begin. And now Guerin Catholic applying a little bit more pressure, giving them trouble. Enright. Can't get it to go. Guerin Catholic in transition. Nice steal by Enright. Washington trying to turn this into points. And they do.
All right.
Travis Balance, his second bucket of the game. And that's just to your point, Bill. They have to finish on those steals.
And that's just what Travis Balance did, and great move by Balance. He had balance, didn't he?
And almost another steal. Caleb Edwards. Gillis tries to go down to Babilia, and Liggins is there.
Ill-advised pass on that one right there because the pass he was intended for, the guy wasn't open.
Enright from the free throw line can't get it to go. Babilia down inside to Elijah Edwards. Passes to his brother and gets blocked by Antoine Hearns.
And Hearns said, "Get that shot out of here."
He said, no, not today. Checking into the game now is Jack Parento. Babilia for 3. He's got 12 in the first quarter. Joseph Babilia is on fire.
The game I saw him, last month was he didn't have very good first half, but, man, he lit it up in that fourth quarter.
Matthew Etchison also checked into the game for Guerin, number 10. This looks like it's going to be a blocking foul.
Here's Babilia's last three-pointer, Joey. He just came off that screen by Parento and was able to, again, have that separation. Got nice arc and nothing but net.
Liggins out to Hickenbottom. Going to work against Elijah Edwards. Hickenbottom, 20-footer is good. 16-12 our count in the final minute. This is a nice put by Will Grissom. So Washington trying to set up the last shot opportunity. Hearns goes up, and he will go to the line and shoot 2. Foul was on Caleb Edwards, his first. First one is good from Antoine Hearns. Checking into the game now. Babilia looks like he just took a breather, and he's back in there.
Just enough to get him a drink there.
So both shots good there for Antoine Hearns, and he's on the board. Here's Babilia. Setting up for the final shot. Floater gets blocked by Liggins. Scramble on the floor, can't get the shot up.
And they're going to, no foul? No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul. We will head to the end of the first quarter. Sponsored by Morales Group. You're watching boys basketball, powered by IndianaSRN. Welcome back to Indianapolis, Washington. The Continentals showing no fear against the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles coming into this game 14-3, but they've had to deal with plays like this, Bill.
Mobilia in the corner. The guy got over there just a little late to put some pressure on him.
This game brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to the game's officials and recognize them as authorities in the fields and courts. Check out our website, officiallyhuman.com. This second quarter brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. So here's Caleb Edwards. Mobilia finished with 12 points in that first quarter.
Got an offensive foul there.
Offensive foul on Caleb Edwards. That's his second. 18-14, our count in favor of the Golden Eagles. High point scorers for Washington were Travis Balance with 4 and Latravian Enright with 4. Another turnover for Washington.
What happened on that? Nobody came out to help him. He got trapped across the timeline, and then you tried to make something happen.
Second block by Hearns turns it into a bucket. Antoine Hearns.
And they're staying right with Guerin. I like the play of the Continentals.
Caleb Edwards, an athletic play. He finishes it.
You're going to count the basket.
Foul was on Liggins, I believe. And he can't convert. A little bit of a tie up on the rebound from Guerin. And now Hickenbottom carries it. Hearns to the basket.
Take it strong. Oh,
nice
come
play.
on, young man.
Can't convert. Follows it up with a foul. Good to see this play again from Edwards.
What a move. And then the guy that fouled him, he's like, what? I didn't foul him,
I swear I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Hey, if you're having a viewing party, let us know. Tweet us at IndianaSRN and be ready for a shout-out. Follow us for all updates and much more. You can also catch us on YouTube at IndianaSRN. We're also brought to you by Summers Heating and Cooling. When you're looking for prompt and professional service, you can find the experienced team you need at Summers Heating and Cooling as Matthew Gillis finds the finish.
That's 4 points for Gillis.
He'll get a foul on the ground against Elijah Edwards. That is his second. So the Edwards brothers, clearly a talented duo, both taking their talents to college, but in different sports.
Yeah, looks like Elijah's going to go to Olivet Nazarene.
Yep, up in Bourbonnais, Illinois.
To play football.
Yep.
And his brother's going to play basketball somewhere, probably.
Looks like there is a little bit of discrepancy on the score. Hey, we're also brought to you by Burtner Electric. We do more than surface repairs. We also wire new homes all around the Indianapolis area. You can ask your builder to use Burtner Electric Incorporated when you build a new home. For free estimates, call 317-565-7779. Also brought to you by Alley Cap Gymnastics. Hey, do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area? Are they interested in gymnastics or maybe even a Ninja Warrior class? Bill, I know you're into that one.
Oh, yeah.
Alley Cap Gymnastics is a mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have Ninja class for your little warrior. For more information, visit our website at alleycatgymnastics.com or call at 317-820-9484.
So now there's a discrepancy here, Joey. I'm not sure what. Oh, okay.
Maybe not counting that 2 points on the and one earlier. We're showing 22-16 as George Washington inbounds the basketball. Here's Travis Balance. Gets his own rebound. And he's in the scrum of Golden Eagles.
Oh, man.
They swarmed him.
He was amongst the tall timbers there.
Here's Will Grissom back out. And Babilia can't get the handle on Elijah Edwards' pass.
So a turnover on the Guerin Catholic. Now, if you're Washington, I looked, today, their big quarter that they score points is this quarter, the second quarter, where they average 16 points over the year. So, if you want to seize the moment here's your quarter right here, fellas.
Guerin Catholic falling into more of a zone look here for Derek Jackson. Out to Antoine Hearns. Foul.
Oh, no.
Oh, no foul.
It went off his leg, they said. Wow.
So it'll go to Guerin Catholic. 22-16 the count. Joseph Babilia, 12 points in that first quarter. Averages roughly 3 assists per game, although it's been his teammates who have been assisting him. Here's Gillis with the baby hook, gets it to go.
Yeah. Matthew Gillis.
Hearns was looking for Enright up at the top of the key, and a turnover for Guerin. Nice finish from Grissom. And a quick timeout, full timeout actually, for the Washington Continentals. We'll take one with them. You're watching boys basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Welcome back to Washington High School. Guerin Catholic out in front at the moment. Joseph Babilia leading the charge with 12 points. And they just had another turnover turn into points, Bill.
Yeah, and you just can't afford these turnovers.
Here's Hickenbottom. Now Guerin Catholic headed in a little bit more of a full court press.
Little trap over there.
Travis Balance, who had 4 in the first quarter. Hickenbottom. Out to Jackson, who passes off to Liggins. More movement. Inside to Enright. Shot doesn't go. Scrap for the ball down low. Gets recovered by Grissom. And poked away. Washington gets another turnover.
That's a way to force those turnovers there, young man.
Travian Enright at the top of the key. That one trickles in.
Got a nice little roll there for Enright. That gives him 6 on the night.
Travel called on Jack Parento. He can't believe it.
Well, of course you can't believe it. Come on, I don't travel.
I didn't move my I didn't move my feet. I only had my bags packed. I'm not traveling. So Washington looking to capitalize on the turnovers from Guerin Catholic in the last 3 possessions. Enright, top of the key. Foul. And he will go to the line and shoot 2.
Go back to the free throw line.
That foul on number 12, Will Grissom.
I got him for his first one.
The Edwards brothers so far carried 2 fouls each. And Will Grissom with the team's 5th. Travian Enright makes the first. Hey, whether you're exploring the local area or hanging out at the KOA campground, they're an ideal place to relax and play. There's plenty to do, amenities and services to make your stay memorable. Make your reservation. Call 317-849-1397. Nice pass down into Gillis, and he finishes.
Yeah, he dropped the ball, but he was able to pick it back up and able to connect.
Enright, top of the key.
Take it strong, young man.
Hickenbottom dribbles off his toe.
And again, here's these turnovers, Joey, that we talked about that will come back and get you. And you just, you're only down 8. And there's still a lot of basketball to play in this quarter.
Jack Cherry, the freshman, who we said makes a big impact. Bobilia. A lot of ball movement from Guerin Catholic. Cherry shot fake into Parento. He's short. Travis Balance on the go.
Now, see, there's no movement for Washington. I was seeing more movement.
From the free throw line doesn't go for Travis Balance. Guerin Catholic in transition. Down to Gillis. Gillis underneath the basket. Gets fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
They got it down. He got that left hand, went to the left side. Liggins called for the foul.
So Gillis going to shoot 2 here. Washington from the Greater Indianapolis Conference. A ton of IPS athletic schools play there, and Washington has put themselves in a great position, with 4 games left to go. They are 5 games behind Indianapolis Tinley. They're in second place in the conference.
Right.
But I think they're starting to hit their good play, and they're really starting to gel as it comes towards playoff time.
Gillis sinks the second one. So he had it down to single digits there, Continentals, and now it's back to double, but you got 2:01 to go. You got plenty of time.
As you mentioned on the season, statistically, second quarter has been their best quarter. Travis Balance. The Continentals trying to penetrate the zone.
Had a little pressure there by the Golden Eagles on the Continentals trying to get that ball over.
Enright looking for somewhere to go. Drives. Can't go. Bobilia. Nice.
Oh, what a
no look pass. The scrum down low. Here comes Travis Balance. Hearns into Enright. Finishes.
There you go.
Quick timeout here for Coach Bobby Allen. And we will keep it here. And it seems like Washington is trying to still figure out that Guerin Catholic zone, Bill.
Yeah, they are. And, and what I'm not seeing in this Continental Ball Club right now is no movement once they get the ball across the timeline. It's like everybody's just kind of like standing around. You watch the Golden Eagles down. I mean, everybody's moving, going everywhere. I want to see that in the Continentals,
they certainly have a good chance here. I mean, the final minute or so to go for the Continentals. That 10-point deficit, the largest one they felt the entire game.
Yes. And in that first quarter, we had we had 2 ties in that first quarter.
And sometimes when you're a good ball club like Guerin Catholic, it can be easy to overlook maybe somebody with a losing record on the season this late in the year. Jack Cherry into Gillis. He's in perfect position to finish.
He's had a quarter here.
He's got 8 points this quarter. For Derek Jackson, short from the elbow. Babilia for
Watch
3. He's been quiet this quarter. Joseph Babilia with 15.
They've all been 3-pointers.
Hearns trying to make something happen, can't go. Will Grissom. Oh, another block. Another block by Hearns.
I like that. Hearns get this out of here. Here's that 3 by Babilia. And that's like his second one from that same spot. He just takes that step back. He knows where he's at if he wants to sink those 3s.
Gillis setting the pick for Babilia. He'll shoot
Watch
another.
out. Oh.
This one off the front iron, gets his own rebound. Will Grissom will try his hand. Now Jack Cherry with a rebound. Babilia again. And this time, rebound by Liggins is true. Balance of the last heave at the end of the half.
Wow.
So the end of the half, 35-22 in favor of the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles. What were your impressions of that, Bill?
I like the movement of Guerin Catholic and Babilia, the way he's sinking those 3-pointers. If you're Washington, you got to find an answer to stop the bleeding from Babilia and those 3-pointers. You know, if you take those, half those 3-pointers away, you're in this ball game. You're still in the ball game, but you've got to eliminate those 3-pointers. Again, I can't say it enough. Seize the moment, Continentals. When you get the ball down there, you got to make some points.
We will see if Coach Damon Lee has the wise words of wisdom of our Bill Ludlow as we will take a halftime break. You're watching boys basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Well, I just joined the foundation in September. I'm thrilled for the opportunity to be part of this team and part of this program. I love high school athletics. It's been meaningful for me, my family, and my children, and I'm just thrilled for the opportunity to be part of the team. We can make a difference, and I feel like when you come into this job, for me personally, you get a chance to go make a difference in this area of the state, in all 3 of our districts, from state line to state line.
I heard about the foundation from Bobby Cox, and he called me and said, would you be interested? Well, how do you say no to an organization that your father's been involved in? I've participated. I've given lectures to coaches on athletic training and participation. So I jumped at the opportunity to give something back to the IHSAA.
Well, the foundation's set up currently to start to provide programs for schools around the state, specifically for student leadership opportunities, coach, administrator, principal, superintendent development opportunities for them as well.
Well, obviously sports is our world here at the Indianapolis Colts, and you can't work for a pro football team without being a huge proponent of sports in general. And the things that sports teaches young people, it mirrors life in a lot of ways. It teaches teamwork and goal setting and perseverance, discipline, and it also teaches you the rewards of hard work. And there's such a high an adrenaline rush when you've achieved or been victorious or performed well after months, if not years, of preparation and hard work. And that's just one of the reasons that we support the IHSAA Foundation.
Yes, I think that quite clearly there are communities that have rallying, galvanizing impacts, and high school sports has always been that in the state of Indiana. But you also see that a growing commitment around communities as they spend their evenings with their children as well as with the people that they know in their communities, and it really brings communities together. So I think that high school athletics has a significant role in positive development of our various communities around the state. You can't quite compete if you don't have the same equipment, you don't have the same resources, you don't have the same nutrition, you don't have the same sort of coaching, but you can elevate that by contributing to the IHSAA's foundation, which supports those initiatives.
Every young person deserves the opportunity just the same to participate and to be a part of things. And so the opportunity the foundation has to increase the role of student athletes in their community, to strengthen the relationship and the role and the effectiveness and the leadership of their coaches, to learn to be leaders. Being a part of a team is a great leadership development experience.
Women who are in board roles, women who are leading companies, guess what? One of the number one alignment items is leadership in played high school and probably college sports. That matters, and both of those are education-based. So it had an impact on me. I'm now a businesswoman. I also coach basketball, but having to juggle education and sports and perform both at a high level is really, really a lesson learned for life.
Education-based athletics matters, the student and the athlete. We take that seriously. The student first, the athlete second. The field of play is an extension of the classroom where these kids are learning life lessons that they will take with them for the rest of their lives.
Athletics is an extension of the classroom. And how it impacted me, I had to learn how to operate on a team. And then as I became a captain, then I had to learn how to coach and guide my colleagues. Guess what? That then happened at work. 10 and 20 and now 30 years later. You have to learn how to show up and be on time. The bus leaves. If you're not there, you can't go.
I think in high school athletics, you learn a lot about leadership. I was able to be a team captain for 3 years, and I learned so much that it's not just about the position, but it's about the influence that you're able to make towards a positive change with a mission greater than yourself. And that lesson for me has been able to apply to going to Notre Dame, being a team captain there, to going and playing 5 years professionally and a year in the NBA. And there's a difference in the resilience of the athletes that played high school athletics. And there's a difference in how they're able to bounce back the day after a tough loss, or they're able to bounce back after a coach corrects them on the thing that they need to do. And the resilience and the opportunity to be able to lead in that way is something that's going to carry well past, but be able to be learned better there than it can, in my opinion, any other place.
Well, our patrons can all go to our website and they can get involved with donating to the foundation. We like to call that investing. We're investing in young people, investing in our schools. And then our schools will have an opportunity to solicit funds in the forms of grants from our foundation board, and we will entertain those grants on an annual basis and make awards based upon those requests that we receive. And we want that to be an ongoing and a growing opportunity for not only our patrons that support us at our contest in our communities, but also our member schools to identify things they feel that are important in their schools and their communities where they need additional funding and support, and that's something that the foundation can be a part of.
Or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving has you covered. Honest, uniformed, nice, knowledgeable, service. College Hunks Hauling Junk and Moving.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome back to Washington High School, along with my broadcast partner, Bill Ludlow. My name is Joey Lindstrom.
Halftime stats.
We had actually felt like a very fast first half. Some point totals for you. On the Washington side, Travis Balance with 4, Eric Hickenbottom with 2 points, Isaac Liggins with 2, Antoine Hearns with 4, Latravian Enright with 10. On the Guerin Catholic side, Caleb Edwards with 4, Joseph Babilia with 15, Will Grissom with 4, and Matthew Gillis with a quiet 12. And the story of the night, Bill, has been the capitalizing on turnovers, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Washington, again, creates the turnovers, but they can't finish. On the other side for Guerin Catholic, create turnovers, but they are able to, you said it, capitalize on the turnovers and make points.
Guerin Catholic went into a zone later in the second quarter, and as you mentioned, the second quarter is usually Washington's best quarter, but only pulling up 6 in this game in the second quarter.
Yeah, 8 points.
8 points, excuse me.
In the second quarter. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
And then Guerin, they poured in 17 points. So, not a very good quarter for the Continentals.
This third quarter brought to you by Piper Logistics. Guerin Catholic coming out in that zone to begin. See what wise words of wisdom Coach Lee had for his guys in the locker room. Ball gets kicked by Babilia and will remain with Washington. Washington, of course, coming into this game 7-9 on the year. Coach Damon Lee's first year as a head coach, his second year with the program, took over late last season. He's 9-11 in his career. Down to Isaac Liggins.
Ah, nice. I like it. I like that play right there, young man.
Threw it right up to Liggins, and he knew exactly what to do with it. Jack Cherry down into Caleb Edwards.
Oh!
Another block by Isaac Liggins.
All right, first a turnover.
Here comes Hickenbottom.
Oh.
Gives it right back to Babilia.
And I like the way Babilia did it. He had a chance to go, but then he pulled back, let everybody catch up, teammates catch up to him.
3 from Grissom goes.
Oh.
Will Grissom, 7 points now in this contest.
Prior to that, in that first half, they were 5 of 9 from three-point at 55%, Guerin was.
30-second timeout here from Isaac Liggins. And, yeah, to your point, Bill, it's kind of a testament to how this game has sort of ebbed and flowed.
Yeah, and well, let's see. The second half, they were 5 of 9, 3 point for 55%. But you take some of those away, and you're going to be pretty good.
They'll certainly be
pretty good.
Be back into it. Hey, we're brought to you by Alley Cat Gymnastics tonight. Do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area, and are they interested in gymnastics or even a Ninja Warrior class? Alley Cat Gymnastics is a mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have ninja classes for your little warrior. For more information, visit the website, alleycatgymnastics.com, or call it 317-820-9484. Washington down 14, their biggest deficit of the game so far.
And they played them strong that first quarter. Just got to find your niche now in this second half.
Hickenbottom thought about taking that shot. He goes out to balance. Hickenbottom will take the second try.
Oh, got it.
Eric Hickenbottom from deep. He had a couple steps behind that line, Bill.
He did. I was going to say, you don't need a three right now, but, if you got the chance and if it's going to go, nice call right there.
Caleb Edwards down low out to Jack Cherry. There's a little bit of tie-up. They'll call a jump ball, but it'll stay with Guerin Catholic.
Here's that three.
Confident-looking shot.
And you know what? He had that nice high arc on that thing, was able to get that thing right through the net.
Out to Jack Cherry. Joseph Babilia has been lights out in this game. Stripped by Liggins. Caleb Edwards hasn't been quite able to find his groove yet. With just 4 points.
When he had that ball stripped, he's like, I can't believe he took it from him.
Here's Enright.
No, you don't.
Backing down Gillis.
Get in there. There you go.
Nice shot move from Latravian Enright. Washington's back in single digits. Gillis out to Babilia. Quick shot. Is short. But Caleb Edwards from the nice pass from Jack Cherry.
Cherry went to save that and saw Edwards right there.
Liggins, a nice save down on the side. A lot of athleticism around this floor tonight. Steal by Cherry. Grissom.
Got it.
Will Grissom with 9 points to his credit. Here's a shot from Hickenbottom. Can't get it to go. Liggins. Last-ditch effort to save. Can't go. Babilia gets fouled on the floor. This one they will call on Antoine Hearns. Checking in the game is Jack Parento. Let's see this bucket by Enright.
And I like the way he went strong to that hoop, to the hoop with that ball, too.
Grissom down to Parento. Washington in his zone now. Cherry out to Grissom for three.
Watch out.
He got it. So Will Grissom coming on strong this quarter.
And they built that lead back up again there, Joey, so.
Balance down to Enright. There's Donovan Johnson with a floater. Guerin Catholic now looking to score again and build on this lead. Long pass to Gillis goes, but the shot does not. Donovan Johnson setting up. This is Eric Hickenbottom. And a blocking foul called on Caleb Edwards. That's his third. Let's see that three again from Grissom.
And you know what? Another thing about him, he was way behind that three-point arc too, Joey.
Here's LaTravian Enright from the top of the key. Or the elbow, excuse me. He's got 14. And I believe that ties his season high on the year.
Enright is 6'4", but he's playing a lot bigger than a 6'4" down there in that post.
Liggins steals it, but out of bounds. Athletic play nonetheless. Hey, want to take a minute to let you know we're brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local full-service John Deere dealer. Browse their selection online or come in and test drive. Get in that yellow seat today. You can call 317-849-0810. Equipment built to last. Save big. So here come the Continentals. Travis Balance.
Watch out. Travel.
And he'll get caught in the travel. Drag the foot, I think.
Coach Lee's talking to the officials like, I don't think he traveled, but, Of course, every coach is going to tell you that, right? My man didn't travel. Come on.
He didn't. Yeah, come on. You can believe. You can trust me. Matthew Etchison back in the game for Guerin Catholic. Inside to Edwards. Loses it.
Forced a turnover.
Balance out to Enright. Enright bearing down, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
A little frustrated that he couldn't do the 2-for-1 here or go for the old-fashioned three. And we do a little mop-up work there on the floor right now.
Hey, look no further than Chimney Solutions Indiana. Since our very first customer, we have been committed to delivering the highest level of customer care and the most professional and reliable chimney and fireplace services. Call today for service, 317-757-9679. Enright sinks his first free throw. Now he's got 15. The leading scorer for the team in white. Now Aaron Hampton checking into the game. Makes his second. So he's perfect from the line. 12-point game.
Under 2 minutes to go. Let's see if he can cut it down to single digits here before the end of the third quarter here.
Into Edwards.
Ain't going to do it like that.
Caleb Edwards with a finish. Oh, and an over and back. Aaron Hampton had 1 foot in the front court and 1 foot in the back.
Oh.
So here's Babilia. Guerin Catholic looking to build on this 14-point lead. Jack Cherry inside to Edwards. Back out to Cherry for three. He's got it. Jack Cherry's first points of the evening. And they come in a big way, extending the Guerin Catholic lead to 17. Another turnover. Caleb Edwards will go to the line and shoot two. Edwards, a 73% free throw shooter. He hit two earlier.
Looks like a foul was on Liggins.
Entering the game now is Will Grissom after Edwards sinks the first one. Can't get the second one to go. Rebound by Liggins.
But Billy's had a quiet, third quarter here. Hadn't scored any points yet.
Final minute of this third quarter brought to you by Piper Logistics. Eric Hickenbottom trying to get his guys going. Inside to Liggins with a nice finish. Isaac Liggins maneuvering himself around the Guerin Catholic defenders for 2.
As tall as he is, 6'6", he can do that. But foul.
Now Washington playing harder defense on Guerin Catholic man-to-man. Here's Etchison. Gillis inside to Edwards. Back out to Grissom. Can't get it to go, and now Gillis will go to the line and shoot 2. Donovan Johnson on the foul. That's his first. And Gillis will shoot 2. Off the front iron, now entering the game is Elijah Edwards, coming in for his brother.
Here you go, Joey. You know, Babelia and Gillis were the top scorers in that first half. Neither one has scored yet here in this second half.
Other guys maybe have stepped up a little bit, you think?
Yeah.
There you go. There's Gillis with his free throw.
He must have heard me, you know, and he's like, okay, I got to sink this one.
Bill Ludlow said I haven't scored yet.
I'll show that guy, right?
Eric Hickenbottom, last heave. So that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. You're watching boys basketball on IPSathletics.tv, powered by IndianaSRN.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
You sure you want to make that move?
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to Washington High School. As the fourth quarter is sponsored by your IHSAA. 52-35, our count here in favor of the Golden Eagles from Guerin Catholic. And so far, Bill Ludlow, it has been, in this second half, the Guerin Catholic show.
Yeah, you know, they scored 17, they scored 17 in the second quarter, 17 in that third quarter. But Continentals put a little show on there in that third quarter, scoring 13, and we get a whistle.
Elijah Edwards inbounding the basketball. His brother Caleb usually leading the scorebook with 17.5 points per game. Joseph Babelia second on the team in points per game, 16.3. Babilia's got 15. Edwards just held to 8. The top scorers, the other two top scorers, Will Grissom with 12 and Matthew Gillis with 13. Babilia can't get that one to go. Rebound by Hearns. And Donovan Johnson will shoot a 3. Rebound by Babilia. Sprinting ahead is Babilia, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Went hard to the floor. You know what? He's a young man. He bounces right back up.
Oh, yeah. That foul on Donovan Johnson, that's his second. You know, we talk about the Beech Grove sectional that Washington's in. In that sectional, you have Cardinal Ritter, Beech Grove, of course, Washington, Indian Creek, Speedway, and Indianapolis Heron. As Babilia sinks that first one. And they're kind of on, we talked about it a couple, earlier. 7-9, they're sitting at third in that sectional. They can go on a little bit of a run here to end the season, going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Gillis with that rebound.
Needs some better, needs some more point production from your other players.
Here's a nice shot. Doesn't go from Etchison. And that foul on the ground, I believe that was against Eric Hickenbaum.
So here come the Continentals. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
Facing that tough Guerin Catholic zone that they went to midway through the first quarter, giving Washington trouble since that start. 3-ball no good. Rebound by Enright. Pirouettes around. Sinks it. He's got 18. Here's Will Grissom. Trying to make quick work, and that foul will be on Hearns on the ground. That's his third foul. And, we mentioned it, Bill, as well. Coach Bobby Allen taking over for this Guerin Catholic squad. This is his third year at Guerin, just his third year at Guerin, I should say. Their last state championship coming in 2015.
Yeah, great Pete Smith led ball club. Some big names on that squad. They kind of drawing a blank on them. Lubus, I believe there was a kid on that ball club then, and an all-around good fundamental ball club that Coach Smith had then.
And that resulted in the end goal, the state championship.
Exactly.
Ball comes back to Washington, down 16 now. Hickenbottom looking for work. For Derek Jackson, tries his hand at a three, doesn't go. Caleb Edwards driving to the hoop. His brother will take a shot, and it won't trickle in. Hearns recovers it. Hickenbottom. A lot of deflections.
Just couldn't quite find the handle.
Etchison down into Gillis, and he'll go to the line and shoot two.
A little behind the back dribble there.
Hey, the IHSA Sportsmanship Program wants to thank our fans for their continued commitment to promote good sportsmanship. Remember, the folks in the black and white stripes are doing this job for our student athletes. Be respectful. They thank you. Matthew Gillis sinks his first. And we're also brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to the game's officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Check out their website, officiallyhuman.com. Doesn't get the second one to go. Rebound by Hearns.
With that first free throw, Gillis is now 14 points on the night.
Ball trickles out off the fingertips of Liggins. And that'll go back to Guerin Catholic.
I think what Coach Lee's going to work on too is a little bit more crisper passes. They're not real crisp right now, and if you want to advance in the sectional as we get closer to that, you're going to have that.
There's Jack Cherry handling the basketball. Etchison. Cherry again looking for work, goes down to Parento. Inside the lane, back out to Gillis. Grissom, and he knocks down the three. And immediately Coach Bobby Allen takes a timeout. And it'll just be a 30-second one. We'll keep it here. So, Bill, it seems like Guerin Catholic now in control with that 20-point lead.
Yeah, and this was another one of their big quarters here for Guerin Catholic, averaging 17 points in the fourth quarter, and to close out the deal. And they're showing they're flexing their muscles right now. With that big 57-37 lead right now.
14 points for Matthew Gillis, 16 for Joseph Babilia, 8 for Edwards, and Grissom now 15 as well.
So, the thing about this Guerin Catholic Ball Club, Joey, is, Edwards, Caleb Edwards can score points. He's kind of having an off night, but you got the other players that will come in and pick up the slack where you're not.
And that's what makes a good team, too.
Exactly.
You got that supporting cast. There's Travis Balance leading his club, and they're getting down to Liggins on the key. Antoine Hearns out to Liggins. Liggins hits from the elbow. He's got 8.
You got to have, you still got, half of the quarter to go here in this ball game. If you're Washington, just don't let that happen.
Grissom, it's another 3. Now he's leading the charge for the Eagles with 18. Liggins out to Hearns. He'll go for 3. That ball will go on top of the backboard, and it'll be a turnover.
Hit the support up there, and every time I'm going to hit the support, you're going to get not going to get the good call.
Washington came out storming in this game, keeping right on the pace of Guerin Catholic until they pulled away. Made a few more key three-pointers in the second and third quarter. Fouls on the ground on Hearns. That is actually his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, I think Babilia had just come out and set the tone with those three-pointers in that first quarter. And, again, Washington just didn't have an answer for him.
Washington now eclipsing 7 fouls, sending Guerin to the bonus. Looks like Hearns wasn't ready for that rebound, and Edwards came in there and got it. Now he'll go to the line and shoot 2. And I believe, if that's right, Antoine Hearns' 5th foul, and he's going to have to come out of the game. So he'll finish with 4 points, and I have him for 3 blocks in that first half.
Yes.
So an impressive defensive effort from Hearns, but a little too carried away in the foul department late in this game. And Edwards hits his first.
And with that gives him 10 points now on the night. So he breaks the double-digit mark here.
Can't get the second one to go. Rebound by Enright. Enright now on top. Donovan Johnson and Washington getting themselves going. Over the top to Liggins.
Oh.
Clawed out of the air.
Threw it in double coverage there, Joey.
Cannot do that, no matter what sport it is. Edwards back out. And that's a 3-ball.
By
now Washington on the prowl again. That was Spencer Wilt on that 3-ball. His first action of the night. Washington setting up, looking for their best look to inch closer. Travis Balance, right side, doesn't go. And a tie up down low. And that'll be a jump ball.
It'll go to Guerin, it looks
Stay
like.
with Guerin. So after this game, Washington will head to Crispus Attucks, who is actually playing against Tinley on our family of networks, IndianaSRN. You can catch that game live, or if you're watching our game, you can catch that replay on YouTube later. After that, they're visiting Victory College Prep and then hosting Indiana Math and Science Academy to finish out the year. Here's Etchison. Got it.
Wow.
Matthew Etchison for 3.
3-pointers all over the place for the Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles tonight.
Hickenbottom down to Enright. Balance looking for somewhere to go. Enright with 18 points to his credit. Hickenbottom, floater on the side, can't go, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And you stop the clock with 1:37 to go, but a little too late.
That foul on Jack Parento, number 33. That's his first. So on the Guerin Catholic side, after this game, they will head to Indianapolis Roncalli next week after a short break, host Bishop Chatard, and finish with Anderson. And you mentioned 2 4A opponents to finish the year for Guerin Catholic before they head to their sectional. So now here's the Eagles. Another turnover. Hickenbottom makes quick points out of it.
There you go.
A foul.
Actually,
it looks
out
like
of bounds.
Yeah, stepped on the line. Washington will retain possession. Minute and a half remaining. 67-43. Your score here. Oh, tries to get into Liggins. Etchison's there to catch the tip off his fingernail. And a foul going up. That foul on Hickenbottom. That's his second.
And going to the line is Etchinson, I believe, for the Golden Eagles.
Etchison, another 73% free throw shooter. He's also 43% from the three-point line, but he's 100% tonight.
That'll boost your average there a little bit, you know.
Sinks the second one. 100% for the free throw line, too. Here's Balance. Hickenbottom for 3. Got it.
Nothing but net.
Eric Hickenbottom in the double-digit point mark with 10. Balance with another steal. And
up and in.
Nice finish from Travis Balance. We talked about a pregame, Bill. These guys do not quit, and that's kind of the attitude that Coach Lee likes to see out of his guys.
Right. And they're forcing another turnover.
Balance will finish that one. He's got 8.
Watch out, we may have us a ball game here, Joey.
The late theatrics. Another turnover. Here's Donovan Johnson. Boy, the final minute is getting crazy out here. 3 ball does not go for James Holder. His first action of the night. And final seconds here. And
we got a foul.
Foul from Eric Hickenbottom. And they're in the double bonus is Guerin, so they'll shoot 2.
Yeah, Washington, man, they put a little run there the last minute or so.
You know, you talk to Coach Lee, you hear about the fight of these guys, and he probably likes to see that attitude towards late in the year. Not get too discouraged and finish those games. Atchison makes his first. Does not get his second. Rebound by Holder. Enright gets that one to go. He gets to 20 on the evening. Etchison last heave. That'll do it for the final score here. Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles 70. The Washington Continentals 52. This was neck and neck for a while, Bill Ludlow. But all of a sudden, Guerin just figured it out and pulled away.
Yeah, again, we talk about how Babilia poured in those, 15 or 12 points in that first quarter with those 3-pointers. And again, I just feel that set the tone for Guerin. And no matter what Washington tried to do, they just couldn't get it done. And we talked about it in our pregame, how they can't finish when they get down into the paint area, and it showed again tonight. But again, the fight in this Continental Ball Club, I love it, and Coach Lee, go for it, man. I mean, you got a young ball club, and if you start peaking at the right time when sectional rolls around, I don't think we've heard the last of the Washington Continentals yet, Joey.
They are standing at still third place in their Beech Grove sectional, and they definitely have a lot of momentum to ride. So point totals for you. Caleb Edwards, for Guerin Catholic, Caleb Edwards, 9. Joseph Babilia, 16. Matthew Etchison, 6. Will Grissom with 18. Spencer Wilt with 3. Jack Cherry with 3. Matthew Gillis with 14. On the Washington side, Travis Balance, 8. Eric Hickenbottom, 10. Isaac Liggins, 8. Antoine Hearns, 4. And 3 blocks. A little asterisk there. And Latravian Enright, 20.
Enright is the guy. You take away those 20, man, you got blown out big time. But Enright, he's the man that stepped up for Coach Lee and kept this Continental Ball Club intact tonight. Before we go, though, Joey, there's one fella I want to say thank you to. That's Danny. He's the stat guy for this Guerin Catholic Ball Club, and he's fed us stats this whole evening, especially at halftime. And Danny, we thank you for that and appreciate all the help. But the Golden Eagles, watch out, because in a 3A club and sectional 27, they're going to make some noise. We're not heard the last from the Golden Eagle Ball Club.
Thank you to our producer, Ben Wood, our cameraman, Casey Pierce, and our stat guy, Danny, for those live stats. This has been wonderful spending this Thursday night with you. This has been a presentation of IPSathletics.tv, powered by Indiana SRN. So long, everybody.